Sorry, you said Connections Academy?
Yeah, is that a thing? Like that's like an elite gymnastics thing?
Yeah, so I think like a lot of people use it when they're, so like I had practice in the morning, and so instead of going to school, I did online school. Um, I didn't do Connections Academy, but one of my teammates did, and so that's just kind of what she used for school.
Is it like a homeschool thing?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like all online, but you learn yourself, so pretty much homeschool, yeah.
Ron's probably got some questions along this line, but like when you all realize, oh, I'm good at gymnastics, it kind of changes your whole life, right? Like, I mean, you don't become a normal kid anymore. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that would be correct. It kind of takes over your life, and that's just what you do.
Do you have a choice in that? Like, how does that come? How does that evolve? Like, somebody tells your parents, hey, she's pretty good. You might want to, check this out.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was my choice. There's obviously the difference between level 10 and elite, and so like if you want to go elite, that's kind of the path you have to take, and so you either commit to it or you don't, but once you're in, you're kind of there, so that's how it goes.
And all the girls like it. It's not like this forced death march thing. Or do some
I would
girls
hope
really
not.
hate it and their parents make them do it?
I mean, I'm sure there's some people that don't enjoy it, but if you love gymnastics like I did, it was fun, so I enjoyed it.
I mean, what did you notice about Hallie right away when she came? Why was she a little bit maybe different?
About Haley, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching her for a while, just in club and admiring her gymnastics, but she doesn't like hold herself as a freshman. She's very mature, and she just comes in the gym and does her work and handles her school and her social life just like in and out of the gym. She really is very mature, and so that's just one thing that I've noticed about her.
Sami, I guess let's talk about the one versus two nature of this. You've been around for some big meets before. You kind of know what to expect. Obviously, it'll be a little different this year, but how do you prepare yourself so that you're not over amped up for a meet like this?
Yeah, I mean, Jay always says before we go to a meet, like when we walk out there, we're not just competing against who's on the floor, we're competing against the whole entire country. And so I think, that's especially true this week. Like we just treat it like every other meet, and we're competing against everyone, even the teams that aren't on the floor. So, yeah.
Does that help? I mean, do you get energy from a big competition like this?
Yeah, you do, but we try to stay like in our own zone and just focus on ourselves and not really worry about, like I said, the other team that's on the floor, no matter who it is. And so I think if we just stay in ourselves, that kind of helps us too.
Is the purple zone still a thing?
It is, yep.
Is there anything different about this team this year than in past years? So earlier in the year, maybe more depth early in the year, more people being used. I mean, people filling roles earlier in the year. I mean, is it different than past years?
Yeah, for sure. I think, it has a lot to do with everything going on right now, but like you just have to be prepared for whatever, and people need to step in when they need to step in, and you never know when that could be. So it really helps that we do have a lot of depth, but I think also just the nature of this year has helped us get to that point, and so we have a lot of people that can do a lot of great things. So.
I'm not saying make you feel more of a team, but does it feel better when more people feel like they're involved? And you feel like you've got a chance to compete in something every week?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, since I've been here, it's always felt like very much like a team, and no matter who's competing or not competing, we always are there to support each other through everything. And so I don't think, like more people competing, obviously it gets more people involved in the meet specifically, but I think in general it's just the same that we've always been.
As a senior looking at this freshman class coming in, there's a chance or an opportunity for you to be on guard about them. So many talented girls coming in and maybe taking your routines away from you. Did you all look at it as maybe this is the piece we've needed the last couple of years to put us to the top?
Yeah, I think, anytime you have a lot of great gymnasts, it just pushes you to get better. And so whether you're going to be in the lineup or not, like you're getting better. And so I think that's just one thing we've really focused on this year is just like everyone's pushing each other. So no matter what happens at the meet, like we're all getting better. And so that's good in the end for, postseason and whenever we need everyone.
Does this year feel different from the inside? Because it kind of looks different from the outside.
Yeah, I think, after the first meet, we just kind of felt like it was just different. The freshman class really just came in and like did their job, and we've gotten so close this year, even though it's been harder, but I think that's brought us closer together. And yeah, there's something special about this year, so I'm excited.
Could you speak to that? Just the idea that, there's less distraction maybe around you, so maybe you're able to become tighter, like you said?
Yeah, I think, at this point it's pretty much school, gym, and just we hang out with each other, and that's about it. So I think that really helps, We're always together, and it helps us grow, like, together as a team. And when you do everything together, you just get so close. And so I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah. All the guys play Warzone. What do the girls do?
Watch Bachelorette, just hang out, talk. That's about it.
The last couple of weeks, having to sit out, I guess, because the COVID tracing, but having to train the way y'all train and then to come back and perform the way y'all perform, that kind of really solidified what you thought about this team, that we can handle anything. I mean, we had to take a week off we didn't want to take, and we came back and had our best meet of the year. What did that tell you?
Yeah, I think that really, proves the point that we've been prepared all season, and no matter what happens, we're going to be ready to go when we get a chance to go. And we've just been working so hard in the gym to be prepared, so for whatever happens, that when something like that does come up, we're just kind of like, okay, like this is what we've been practicing for, so we're ready.
Sami, a 1 versus 2 matchup like this in the rankings always it gets people excited, interesting. But in gymnastics, it's not quite the same. I mean, you guys could go out there, or Florida could go out there Friday night and have a score you're really happy with and not finish first in the meet, right? I mean, just talk about where a meet comes like this. It's big, it's important, but at the same time, it's not the be-all, end-all of the season, right?
Right, yeah. No, I think it's just important for us to focus on fixing the things that we've been training to fix and just getting a little bit better each routine, And so I think that's just what we need to focus on, and the outcome will come, and yeah.
Has Jay changed any since he's become the head coach? Do you feel like he coaches any differently, or is the style of gym different from what it was last year?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously it's a new role, so there's new opportunities and new ways of doing things, but I think as a coach, it's been pretty much the same.
You guys Zoom during the Bachelorette?
Sometimes,
FaceTime?
yeah. We all text in the group me about it.
Just for the guy who was Frankenstein. Do you know? I mean, gymnastics is such a tight-knit, sport, relatively speaking. You've been in for such a long time, and gymnastics has been in your family such a long time. Do you know many of these young ladies from Florida? Did you compete against many of them in juniors? I mean, you've gone and you see them every year. Do you all know each other very well?
Yeah, so one of my old teammates from home is actually on the Florida team. So I know her pretty well, obviously. And then I know a few other ones just from competing, and then other people on this team that have friends there, so we're all kind of close. But
Who is that from home?
Savannah Schoner.
Okay. She's one of their better gymnasts.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Y'all get jacked up for this? Like, is that even a thing?
Yeah, it is, but you kind of have to stay calm just because of, the sport, but you get excited, and yeah.
What about bringing your own energy and just the idea that what this meet would be, if everyone was allowed to attend versus what it will be?
Yeah, I think, obviously we'll have some fans in there, which will be good, but I think kind of this year we've just really learned how to focus on ourselves and bring the energy within our group of people that we have down there with us. And so I honestly think that's helped us a lot to, we stay focused and we're not worried about what's going on around us, but we still have the energy that we bring ourselves and a little bit of help from the fans that are there.
Cool. Thanks,
Awesome.
Sami.
Thank you.
Thank you.